Shalom and welcome to another video of Our Story Children's Craft. My name is Renaya and that's a nice track. I love that song. It's called Ain't Nobody Greater by Jay the Producer. And he can be found on YouTube and maybe elsewhere. But the brother is very talented. Check him out. Okay, let me turn this down. And let me get started on today's craft. So, I have made up a memory game to help the children be able to memorize what was created on each particular day of creation. And I'm going to tell you something. It helped me as well. It helped me as well to memorize what was created as well. Okay, so let's get started. The object of the game, of course, will be where these game cards will be what the children would place on the board as to what was created each day. So as you can see that these game cards have images that I printed off the computer, the days, the actual days I cut out, so this way all they would have is the pictures. Okay, so as far as the board, let's get the supplies needed for the board. Hope you all can see that. Actually, this was this wide of a board, and I purchased this board from the dollar store, and you can keep it at its original length or width, but what I did, I cut it in half because I didn't need that much of a board. And I went on the computer and I typed out the creation, first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, seventh day. What you would do is cut all this out and then paste it to the board. Okay, I know this is backwards, but I am recording from my laptop, so please bear with me, all right? Okay, also, to have the cards where they're looped onto the board, I use these clear pens, these tacks. Can you see that? I use these tacks. So of course, if you stuck the tack in just like this point part is going to stick out from the board, and that's going to create a problem. So I figured out a way where I took a wire cutter and I clipped that part off. So this way I can then glue, put some crazy glue around here, and then I was able to tack it under each day. So a little bit of warning, when you go to clip this tack, be sure to clip it underneath a paper bag, because once you clip, it may fly all over the place, that part that you're actually, the wire that you're actually cutting. And you don't want that to happen. And the next thing you know, a small child may be able to get to it. And even in a bag, it flew all over the place. But anyway, can you see that? Let me put it there. You would just place some crazy glue, super glue, in there, and then just press it under the number, let it dry, and there you have it. Okay? Alright, so that takes care of the board. Now, as far as the game cards, again, I printed on the cardstock paper, which is sturdier than the standard print paper. But for this particular project, I forgot to do that. So some of the cards, I mean, it really doesn't make a difference, but I like the cards to be a little, this was printed on the harder paper. And this one, just, I don't know, just a little flimsy or what have you. But anyway, you can pick up these form sheets from any dollar store to use as your border. Okay? And if you wanted to really get fancy with the board, you can actually take the first day, the second day print and glue it on there and have the board colorful as well. Okay, that's another idea that you can do. Okay, so for the game card, you would actually need, of course, some scissors, glue, real simple project. And if you decide to hang the cards onto the clips there, you would need a hole puncher. Okay, so what you would do, I have some pictures here. When I went online and I searched for creation pictures, 7-day creation pictures, and I got this. Okay, so there's many of images and pictures that you can get from the internet, and what you do, you just cut it out. I need to turn this down some. That's another nice song. Ashaya, I think that's her name. I found her on YouTube as well. She has a beautiful voice. I like that song too. Okay. Okay, so of course you would cut your images. Okay, and you see how the number 2 is there? You can even wipe that out, but what I did, I just went and I cut it out. So this way, it won't be no indication that this was created on the day 2. They would have to figure that out. Okay, so then you can take your form sheet and just place it on there. You can glue it first, but just make sure you cut enough where you have a border around the picture. Okay, something like that. Okay, so what you would do is take your glue stick, and instead of the 99-cent glue stick that you can get from the dollar store, when it's projects like this, I like the extreme glue stick because I know it's going to really hold. So let you see this. I'm going to glue it. And I'm going to glue it onto the form sheet. Okay, just like that. And then I am going to use my hole puncher. This is optional if you want to prop the board. Just punch a hole, and then I would take maybe 6 inches of the yarn, enough where it's going to wrap around my finger, where I can make a knot, loop it and make a knot around my finger. And just make sure you put enough glue. Sometimes you may have to use this glue, and just make sure that this game piece is secure. Okay? So, I'm going to tie this in a knot. I'm going to take my finger, and I just want enough space in that knot so this way it will not hang over the next print that I have underneath, okay? We'll tie it in a knot, and with the excess, just cut off. And there you have it. Okay? So, that's the memory game project that I created. And the children should have a lot of fun with this. You can also offer rewards if they are able to connect each game card to each day of creation. So a lot of fun. So until the next video, I say peace and blessings. Shalom. Shalom. I forgot to mention that when printing these pictures or images from off the internet, we know that Esau have changed our images to look like themselves. So we have to edit these images back to the original image that's of the Bible, which are people of color. So here is something that I did. I actually had cut this image of Adam and Eve out from a book that I had of the creation, and the only thing I had to do was just actually put clothes on Adam and Eve, because we know that Adam and Eve was not just running around in the garden naked with no clothes on, but this website I See Me, which is EYESEE.com, they do offer the true images of the people of the Bible. This one I had to edit and draw Adam and Eve with that hair like wool, and actually color in their faces to be brown, and add some clothes on to them as well. Okay, so images are very important, and it's necessary for our children to see themselves in these scriptures. Okay, so that's just something that I thought I would add that I forgot to mention. And again, I am going to say peace and blessings to all, and shalom.
Jerusalem.